John Galt, thank you for reminding me. We need to take a detour. We have to go back to the Gunt. I'm sorry. If you were to visit the Gunt board right now, you would notice that the Gunt board has been retitled to Adrienne Blair's personal footstool. And if you were to read the chat, you would notice that the chat, instead of having timestamps, has the message, Ralph cannot talk about Adrienne Blair because she raped him in court. Well, what does that mean? What does it mean that Adrienne Blair raped and murdered Ethan Ralph behind an Arby's in a courtroom in 2021? So a long time ago, not that long ago, Blair was in a relationship with Ralph. I'm trying to remember this the best I can. I don't have my notes. She's kind of like a star fucker. I think she even tried to hit on me at some point, and I pressed fucking X on that shit real fast. She fucked the guy from Encyclopedia Dramatica. She fucked Ethan Ralph, and she gets in like these really disgusting relationships with like these low branch like Z-list e-celebs, which is kind of insulting if you think about it. And how do I describe this? Okay, so as Ethan Ralph had his problems earlier this year with the shit with Faith and the Gunt tape being released, I think shortly after the Gunt tape, Pay, Godwinson, Mundane Matt, Brian Dunn, like 10 other fucking people, Kraut, Adrienne Blair, and Tacky get into a live stream, and we just kind of like talk for like an hour or two, and we just make fun of Ralph. And so Ethan Ralph responds, as White Trash does, by putting out a hit piece where he lists, this is the tactical genius of Ethan Ralph. I have to kind of explain how fucking retarded this was. Probably one of the most literally in the world of Ethan Ralph, a dog killing, thumb sniffing, jerk, like looking at Soph and maybe possibly jerking off to pictures of her while drunk, live streaming it. That's not true. Sanda, in the world of that man, one of the most fucking retarded things he has ever done is try and fuck with Aid, because after she came out and she basically said, before we even knew about the thumb sniffing stuff, I'm pretty sure, that he liked, maybe it was God, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was after. That's why we were talking about her. But we asked about the thumb thing, and she said that he had like a scat fetish. And I don't know if anyone remembers this, but he was in the fucking chat on his Real D Live account saying, "Yes, it's true, I eat the poo-poo." And I don't know if he was just trying to be funny or if he was fucking wasted and just confessing to it. But I swear to God, I know I'm not fucking hallucinating. And nobody ever talks about it. But he was in the chat saying, "I eat the poo-poo," word for word. And it has been burned into my fucking brain ever since. But he thinks, oh, I'll get back at that fucking Adrienne Blair, that fucking whore, that fucking dumpy ass bitch. And by the way, if you're ever in a post-relationship status with someone, going back and calling people that your ex was like an ugly fat bitch and you fucking didn't like her and she was stupid as hell and, you know, all this shit, all that says is that you are a bottom of the barrel scraper. Who fucks the worst woman possible. All it says is that your tastes are terrible and that you're an idiot. So he does the white trash thing of like trying to shit on his ex. And then he goes a step further and he makes a huge article on the RalphRetort.com saying that, you know, all this shit about her and how she's dumpy as fuck and yada, yada, yada. And then he lists where she works and where she lives and posts a picture of her apartment and circles the exact apartment that she lives in. And it's like, here you go, everybody. Here you go, internet. Here's where that fat bitch fucking whore skank lives. Here's where she works. Well, I'm pretty sure that when this happened, the only reason why he had not been deplatformed from Patreon before then was that allegedly his Patreon was for the RalphRetort.com and it wasn't for the kill stream. So people would say this fucking, you know, Ethan Ralph is doing yada yada 10 million Holocaust charity streams and shit. They would just go, well, this Patreon is for a different LLC and this is actually for the RalphRetort.com. So these entities aren't combined. Washing our hands from it. We don't care. But then when he posts the docs of this woman on his fucking article site directly, then they're like, well, here you are breaking your terms of service on your site directly, so we are going to suspend your account now. So we lost like $1,000 a month by losing his Patreon. So that was like slap in the face number one. But then, because he had been in a relationship with her, and he was now on the internet talking about what a fat bitch fucking retard she was, that constituted like domestic abuse. That constituted like harassment. It's different when I talk shit about Ralph. We're not lovers. We don't fuck. So you can't say like that's a domestic violence situation, which people take seriously in the courts. I can say whatever the fuck I want about Ralph, and all he can do is bitch mine and cope-seethe, dilate, and make counter streams calling me that fat fuck, Josh Moon, pedophile, Chris Chan, fundraiser, motherfucker. And like that's all he can fucking do. But with Adrienne Blair, cause he pounded it and he put the thumb in her, it's a different thing, and she can go to the court and say, yes, Your Honor, he thumbed me, and now he's doxing me on the internet, and the judge will be like, oh my god, this is a domestic abuse type situation deal. We have to seal this document in Michigan because it's Detroit. Everything's sealed when it's a domestic violence situation. We have to seal this. And we're going to put a gag order on Ethan Ralph. He can't talk about this. He can't say shit about Adrienne Blair anymore. And we're going to bring him to Detroit. And if he doesn't come to Detroit to defend himself, we're going to find him in Virginia because there are long arm statutes for domestic violence situations. So that's what happened, I'm pretty sure. We won't know because it's a sealed document. It would be really handy if Ralph could tell us about this whole Adrienne Blair thing and the mysterious disappearance of the article where she's doxxed. It would be really interesting to hear his side of the story, but he's not telling us. And surprisingly, even more interesting and thankful than that, once I put these little stickers on my chat saying that Ethan Ralph can't talk about Adrienne Blair because she raped him in court, LOL. And after naming my forum for Ralph to Adrienne Blair's personal footstool, he stopped posting the screenshots of Adrienne Blair on Twitter. Really interesting. Really gets the noggin jogging. Really is a thought-provoking state of being for that whole thing. Apparently Ralph has still not started the fucking stream. He's literally, Ralph, just fucking go live. Stop being a bitch. He has to sit there. He has to sit there and seethe and go like, that's Josh Moon. He might say something else about me. That might hurt my feelings. I'm keeping track, boy. I'm putting down score. You will pay for every personal slight against me, motherfucking Josh Moon, pedophile, motherfucker, Chris Chan, fundraising, motherfucker. Like, okay. Just as I say that, he goes live. he literally, I swear to God, I'm not fucking with you. Hold up. I will pull this up right now. He literally, just this second, started his stream. Does it say what time he started the stream if I look at it? Oh, come on. Please tell me it at least has like a fucking timer.
They had the nerve to charge me money today, too, which I was so upset.
I don't know. It says about 14 minutes, but I don't know. You know what it was? He had it like waiting for that time. And then he finally goes like, that fucker. Literally listening to me. I caught you. Sitting there playing songs. The moment I mention you, you start talking. Oh, he went live, but he's been listening to his shows are literally him listening to music for like the first 20 fucking minutes almost every day. Where was I? Okay, so he lost to Aid. Now we can't talk about. All he can do is like try and make fun of me on his fucking stream because he can't. There's nothing else he can do. He can't go after the classmates. He can't go after. I take all these slings and arrows for the truth, for the pursuit of guntliness, and now I have to be called. I have to be called names again, chat. It really hurts my feelings. Well, I should stop being less smug. Let's take a moment, chat, to think that we're not felons. We're not alcoholic. We don't have children that we don't want. We don't have revenge pornography out there. We don't have sworn enemies that we have to see over all the time. that we have our silver to clink together. Be thankful for our health. Be thankful that we don't fuck our mothers. It's a good time it's a good day to reflect on the positives of your life. Be thankful that you don't have crippling debt that you refuse to pay for no reason whatsoever, that has led to you having a credit score so you can never own property. Even if you have money, you can't take out a loan because you decided not to pay a $10,000 student debt from 20 years ago. Let's be thankful. Let's count our blessings. Let's do our rosary. Okay. I think that's it when it comes to Blair.